We are live. We are live. Hey everybody, how is everyone doing? How are you guys doing? Are you okay? I'm sorry for not being on earlier. My building is under construction. It was pretty loud and I was waiting for them to go work on the other end of the building. So now they are there. I hope you don't have that much background noise. So let's do this. So last week we talked about what is paid media, how does it work, and what you need in order to run a successful paid media campaign, right? And we got down to strategy. And strategy meaning generating data, collecting that data, analyzing that data, and optimizing the campaigns, right? That's what's paid media. That's what it's all about. That's what we're going to learn here. But in order for us to speak the same language and know what we are talking, and when I mention some metrics, you know, oh, this is what it is. We need to cover the basics. And this, again, is going to be some sort of basic for some of you. I hope not too basic. and I think it's going to be fun because you guys are going to learn the KPIs, what is KPI, what they mean, and so forth. So without much further ado, okay, so now in this class we're going to cover the key terms, the key language, what it's all about, paid media, that we're going to be talking a lot in the future. So let's do this. Let's start. So the key terms. Let me share my screen with you here. I'm going to be typing some notes. Oh, you already are on my screen here. Okay, let's go. The key terms and metrics. First one we're going to talk about is conversion. What is a conversion, right? So I have my notes here. It's pretty simple. Conversion is a desired action. Desired action. Think about it. Like, you want someone to go to your e-commerce and purchase. So the desired actions for them to purchase. Or you're running a traffic campaign, which is the goal is to take someone to your website. So even people getting to your website is a conversion. It's something that you want them to do, right? Oh, you want to get more people on your email list. Okay, so a conversion is a subscription. Every lead you get, it's a conversion. It all depends on the campaign objective and the campaign type for you to know what that conversion is. Okay? Did you guys get it? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, desired action. After the conversion, of course, we have a lead. What is a lead? So again, imagine this. Someone is scrolling on social media and this guy is interesting. I want him to reach out to me. And then he goes there and fills a form on your website. And then he gave you permission to reach out to him, to try to sell to him, right? He gave you that permission. So a lead is that person, that individual that gives you permission to contact him. Okay, so let's do this. It's someone who has given you permission to reach out to him, or her, them, they. You get it. And again, next. Oh, and how that lead usually happens? It's an email. People give you their emails for you to reach out. Some cases, phone number. Here in Brazil, it's very common to people to reach out using a WhatsApp number. So those are the three most common ones. After the lead, oh dang it. This way. Oh, screw that. I'll fix that later. After the lead, now we jump into the KPIs. What is a KPI? Key Performance Indicator. famous KPI that most people just, I don't know what it is. Like, this is just too complicated. No, it's not. Why is it saying it's wrong? Oh, silly. Okay. So the key performance indicators. What are we going to be looking at? What are the metrics that we're going to be looking at over and over, and what are they telling you? Okay, so this is not going to be a full class on metrics and KPIs. This is just for you to have a quick overview of what's happening, and like getting familiar with these names and terms, because we're going to dive deep into them in the next lessons. And so don't get too like caught up and like, oh, are they like, what do I do then with them? What is the good one for this? No, don't get into that mindset. This is just for you to get familiar with them, okay? So let's do this. Reach. How many people you're reaching with your ad? How many people, how many different people you're reaching, okay? And impressions. How many times your ads are being displayed, have been displayed. You know, every time you are scrolling on Instagram, Facebook, and an ad shows up there, that counts as one impression. So one person can have more than one impression, can see the same ad multiple times, right? And that leads us into frequency, which then tells you how many times everyone that you've reached have seen that piece of ad, that creative, that ad itself. Okay, so impressions, how many times your ad has been seen, and frequency is the how many times each yeah, that works. I love this, man. This is life-changing for me. Has each individual seen that ad? Awesome. That way it's all perfect and correct for you guys, for you guys. Read this later on, because this is available at the membership part. So this document here is going to be there for you guys to watch and read and remember what we talked about. The next KPI we have here after frequency is CPM, which is cost per meal. I don't know how to say that word. This is just weird. So that is how much it costed for your ad to reach 1,000 people. No, not to reach, sorry. For your ad to be impressed 1,000 times. How much it costs to have your ad impressed 1,000 times. It has costed. I don't know why, but my R's usually don't work. Okay, that's CPM, and then CPC, which is cost per click. This is the one that's pretty obvious, how much every click is costing you. That one I don't even need to write because it's pretty straightforward, cost per click. Then we have CPA, which is cost per action. Pretty straightforward again. It kind of goes hand in hand with like the cost per conversion, because it's the action that you desire someone to do. That's usually goes hand in hand with your key performance indicator. that is usually like what the campaign objective and what you're reaching, what you're willing to get your goal with this campaign. Okay, and CPA, then we have CPV, which is cost per view. This is for video ads, and then it breaks down into CPV 25%. Let me copy here. And then what's happening? Okay, CPV. Gosh, I can take copy it. $50, CPV 75%, CPV 95%, and CPV 100%. And this is actually a pretty important metric because the longer someone has stayed and watched your video, it means that they're more interested. So they're warmer. They're more interested in what you're offering. They stick to watch you. So this is very important because you can only sell to people that actually stop to see what you're doing and hear what you're offering. So you really have this as a very important metric. And then you can like, okay, I want to show this piece of ad for someone that watched 75%. Awesome. They are more qualified. But also, it's important to mention here that people that have watched 25%, right? They are also included in the CPV 50%, because of course to get to 50%, they've watched the 25%. They are increasing. So this one here is usually it's usually smaller, of course, but then they're more qualified. But these ones here are usually the bigger one, because people have like, they watch this chunk, then they watch this chunk, and then they watch this chunk. They just keep increasing, and the numbers reduce as a funnel because not everybody stopped to watch everything you post and all the videos you share. And this is cool too, that you can like choose, hey, I want to target people that have watched this specific video 50%. So in case you're running like an institutional video, like showing your business around, or like an educating video as like the top part of your funnel. I know this is very complex, but I'm just getting you familiar with this. So if you're like having an institutional video as like distributing that video to everyone, 5K around your location. Okay, telling people, hey, this is what we do. This is our company. You're getting people familiar with your business around town. This is very cool to build the warmer audience of people who stopped to watch you and consume that video. This is really, really cool to do. After the CPV, okay, these are the key performance indicators, the KPIs. Okay, and then we have, of course, ROI, which is return of investment. And seriously, I don't know how many like entrepreneurs and business owners, they don't know this number. They don't know how much they've invested in their business and how much they've made with their business. So ROI and ROAS. And the difference here is return on ad spend. The ROI, it includes every expense, everything. Hey, I've invested in my team. I have to pay rent for my location. I pay my electricity bill. I'm like everything, every expense, every business expense you put to calculate your ROI or ROI. Awesome. And so the formula for that is expenses. No, it's profit minus expenses divided by 100 times 100, because that's a percentage. Yep. And the ROAS, it only includes the expense with ads and the ad manager and everything, and these two things. So it's only ROAS, it's only advertising expenses. Your manager, your ad spend, and how much you're making from that investment. What's coming back? What is your profit? What is your net profit from your investment in ad spend? Okay. And it's pretty simple too. The formula you can find on the internet, but it's just how much you've invested, how much you made, and you make a percentage of that. And then we have, we're going to talk about audiences. And audiences is pretty simple, right? Who you're, like the targeting of your ads, who you want to show your ads to. That's an ad to audience. And inside that we have lookalike audiences, which is like telling Facebook, hey, Facebook, find people that match this same profile here. You know, Facebook, it compiles everyone's interest. It knows that you like bonsais, that you like dog videos, that you watch, that you're interested, like in my case, on babe stuff. So it compiles everything, and then when baby companies want to show me a piece of ad, they can just, hey, you know, show to people that match the same profile of my client. I have a list of clients, for example, or like, hey, match this profile of people that have interacted with my Instagram account. And they're a baby store, so people that have babies interact with that. People that don't have babies, they just scroll by that, you know? So if then they choose to a lookalike audience, and I don't follow them, but I like baby stuff, it's gonna match with my profile, and then you're gonna show me that piece of ad. That's a lookalike audience. That's how it works. But also another audience is interest-based. Interest is a little bit more general. I can say like, hey, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, show like this piece of ad for lawyers. And it's always in these two here are cold audiences, right? They don't know you yet. It's just a matter of like lookalike. They look alike your audience, they look alike your clients. And interest-based is just people that don't know you, that they are there, on Facebook's catalog saying, hey, people that are lawyers are here in this category here. People that like baby stuff are on this other file here. Show ads to these people. So it's always good to test both of them, and we're going to talk about that in the future. And then now jump into Google Ads. So on Google Ads, there's the Google search network. This is like paying to show for people when they search for specific keywords, which are going to be related to your business. And keywords are words that trigger the search. So like if people search how to, or if people search for a doctor, if people search for a vet, oh, I want to take my dog to the vet. People search veterinary near me. Boom, and then it shows there the ads, other people that are running ads. That's the search network. That's the search. Because people are searching for that based on keywords, your ads show up. And then there is the display network. Display network is when you I love this example that once I was buying a fridge for my house, and then that fridge just kept following me all over the internet, like all websites I went, there was that damn fridge on the side, the sidebar. So that's the display network. Google, it rents spaces on people's websites to show ads. Okay. And I'm going to give a spoiler here, but on a display network, we don't often use that for cold audiences because it doesn't make sense. If you never see something on a website that you haven't heard about or you haven't shown interest before, people just use the display network to show for things to follow you around. So say, hey, I'm still here. Hey, you haven't bought me, that kind of stuff. And don't worry if you're not understanding all this, because we're going to go through this in depth and going to show you these things and guide you, and you're going to know exactly how to run this type of ads on Google, Facebook ads. Here is just for you to get familiar with this. Display network remarketing. That's all you need to know. Google search, awesome for all businesses, local businesses, in very specific keywords. Awesome. And then on Google, there is also the video network. Video network is pretty much YouTube. YouTube is part of Google, and YouTube ads is just amazing. You can show ads to people that are ads based, like, I want to show this ad on this video, this specific video. I want to show this ad on videos of this channel. And that's a very good segmentation process, because people are interested in certain things. For example, if I'm a car dealer, well, I want to show ads to people that are in my town, for example, but that watch videos about cars, right? Oh, I have a car wash. I want to show this ad to people that watch videos about cars, because these people are more interested in keeping their cars clean, for example. That's just a stupid example, but you get it. And we're almost there. We're almost to the end of this. It's going to be a quick live. We have 6 more to go. So let's do it. And then there's a landing page. What is a landing page? A landing page is not necessarily the home page of a website, because of course, when people get to your website, they land on a page. But when we are running ads, we don't want just to take people to your home page, because on your home page is usually pretty distracting. There are several options up there, and you don't know what's the main objective of that. People get confused when they just get from an ad to your home page. So we want to take them to a capture / sign up page. So when we're running ads to grow your email list, for example, to capture leads for you, well, you're going to take people to a capture page, to a sign up page. And that, you know what I'm saying? You have seen one of those, right? That there's just like a big headline saying what it's about, and then one paragraph showing, telling you what you're going to get, and then a place to insert your email and your name, and boom, that's it. That's a capture page, sign up page. Another type of landing pages is a sales page. And I'm sure you've seen of these two, because they're very common. If you click on any type of ad, they're going to take you to one of these two. And a sales page is a page it has all the info about a certain product, right? It starts with the offer, and then it has the how, who is that for, how it works, what it actually is, what is the process, and it ends with an FAQ. Pretty standard, but that's a sales page. On the sales page as well, you might find a video, and that video follows a VSL, which is a video sales letter. Let me type in here, video sales letter. And it is usually the same things that are on the page, but now in a video format, showing images, graphics, and statistics, and all that to persuade you to buy that product. So that's a VSL. On the landing page as well, they are usually to capture your email, and to capture your email, people create lead magnets, or as I like to call, freebies. And I'm sure you've downloaded one of them, at least one of them. That's a lead magnet. That's when people give you permission to contact them. And usually people do that through email. In this case, when you're downloading something from them, they usually have an email sequence that triggers automatically based on your sign up time, and they just send you a bunch of automated emails, them to persuade them to buy an entry level product or to book a call with them. Whatever the sales funnel is, that's the next one. Sales funnel. Sales funnel is just a structure that a business needs to have in order to increase their sales, because it's not only about, not everyone that contacts you, that reach out to you or give permission for you to reach out, not everyone's gonna become a client, right? It's impossible. That's why it's a funnel. People get in contact with your business up here, and then certain people click on your thing and go to your website. Then fewer people contact you, and fewer people book a call with you. And then fewer people that you talk with, fewer people decide to join your program, right? So that's why it's a funnel. That's a sales funnel. And there's a variety of types of they're infinite, really. You can have like an email sequence funnel. You can have like a one-on-one, like as I do, getting people to book a call with me. But even then, there's a sales funnel based on pages, and it's usually like a landing page, and then it takes you to a thank you page. Even like these two pages here, they're considered a funnel, because way more people get to the landing page than they get to the thank you page, because the thank you page, only people that have booked the meeting with me get to the thank you page. That's already called a funnel. So that's all it is. Those are the terms that we're going to be talking a lot about. Let me see if there's anything missing. Conversion, lead, KPIs, reach, impressions, frequency, CPM, CPC, CPA, CPV, CPA all percentages, ROI, audiences, lookalike, interest. I need to have that. Yeah. And of course, I mentioned Google, but I didn't mention Facebook. On Facebook ad campaigns here, we're going to also have different objectives depending on the part of your funnel. So first you're going to have, before it was considered awareness, consideration, and conversion. Those are usually the Facebook ad objectives. They're divided into these three categories, which is awareness, people like getting to know you, and the campaigns are also based on reach and brand awareness. Here in consideration, we have engagement, video view, messages, app downloads, and then conversions here. Of course, we have on conversion side, we have then purchase, sales. On consideration, we're gonna also have lead generation. Yep, awareness, consideration, and conversion. You're gonna have purchase. A few others that I don't remember right now, but they don't matter. Awesome. Audiences, Facebook ads, Google ads, search network, keywords, display, video network, landing pages, capture page, sign up page, sales page, VSL, video sales letter, lead magnet or freebies, sales funnel, landing page, thank you page. That's all. Yeah. So these are the key terms, and hope you guys, let me get big on the screen here. So hope you guys have got some value from this live. And we're going to be talking next week again at Tuesday, 3 p.m. Brazil, 1 p.m. EST, Atlantic time, New York time, and 11 at Pacific time. So hope you guys like this. Now we're going to be jumping straight into creating campaigns and strategy and how we do that. And I think next week we're going to be talking about the strategy for local businesses and how to get the most value from your ads for your local business. Like, we're going to jump straight into it. I'm going to show you the strategy, give you some examples of creatives, and how to actually do that on the platform. Yeah, I think that's going to be next week or the next one. Let's see. Anyway, see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.